What if your parents called you a freeloader? But who's supporting them? I was halfway through breakfast when my mom stormed into the kitchen and smacked my cereal bowl right out of my hands. Milk exploded everywhere, across the counter, the floor, even my face. Stop stealing our food, you parasite. From now on, you buy your own groceries or don't eat, period. I just stood there, soaked in cold milk and Lucky Charms, completely dumbfounded. For years, I'd been buying most of the groceries with my own money, using my employee discount, quietly covering their bills. And now suddenly I'm a freeloader? A parasite? I didn't say a word. I cleaned up the mess, went out and bought groceries for myself, labeled every bag, saved every receipt. That night, they smirked at dinner, proud of themselves, thinking they'd finally caught me. Then they went shopping alone. Watching them push Perrier, truffle oil, and pre-cut fruit into the cart like it was a royal feast was painful. They didn't check prices, didn't use coupons, didn't know a thing. At checkout, the total came to $400. Dad shouted, "This place is ripping us off!" It wasn't. They just didn't know how shopping worked. They bought pre-cut fruit for $30 when whole fruit was $5, paid $40 for organic water, missed every Tuesday senior discount, threw away coupons worth $50, bought stuff that wouldn't even work with our stove. By the end of the month, they'd spent $2,500 on groceries for 2 people, half of it rotting because they didn't refrigerate things correctly. I tried to help once. They yelled at me, "Oh, now you care?" after leeching off us? So I stopped. Then came Thanksgiving. I was in my room when I heard the car doors slamming, guests arriving, chairs scraping across the floor. My mom was bragging about the feast she bought without me dragging them down. $40 turkey, 60 honey-glazed ham, Perrier for everyone, truffle mashed potatoes, $30 pre-cut fruit. My aunt choked on her drink. $40 for a turkey? They're 12 at Kroger. Uncle jumped in. 30 for fruit? You can get a whole watermelon for 5. Voices overlapped. Truffle oil? It's a scam. Why didn't you shop on senior discount day? There was a buy one get one sale all week. I sneaked down the stairs, watching them panic under the advice I'd been giving for months. My mom started crying. "We didn't know! How are we supposed to know?" My aunt frowned. "Why didn't you ask your son? He saves all of us hundreds every month." My uncle nodded. "Yeah, he always reminds us about the sales." Then my aunt's voice cut through the chaos. "And you called him a thief?" I pulled out my phone. 15,000 in transfers over 2 years. Every grocery trip I'd paid for. Every receipt showing my employee discount. Another 10,000 saved. Silence. The $40 turkey sat untouched. Relatives left early, shaking their heads. Later, my dad cleared his throat. "Maybe we misunderstood. Just go back to shopping like before." Not an apology. A command. "Sure," I said. $200 up front per trip. I went back to my room and made instant ramen. Finally, a meal that actually felt like mine. Turns out I wasn't the freeloader. I'd been the one keeping them afloat all along.